right? So when I said, right now there's creaking of the chair taking place, happening, there's speaking taking place, there's thinking taking place, there's so many things taking place. Okay, it's happening, but no one is doing anything. How many of you understood this particular one? This is a really wonderful.
Well, you say no one's doing anything, but you're doing it. You're talking.
Am I talking really?
Well, I hear you talking.
No. It seems to be coming from this periphery. It's coming from this vantage point. But who is really talking? Really?
Oh, you mean
Okay.
communicating in the words?
No.
Well, Burt is talking, or you are talking.
Okay, Burt seems to be talking, yes, but feel this out. What gives Burt the capacity to talk? See, let's say right now, I say to you, give a talk about this or about that. You might say, well, I don't know enough about it. And then one day you say to me, oh, Burt, I was walking down the street and I saw this beautiful flower, or I saw this beautiful kitten, I saw this dog, and I felt so overcome. And I said, now talk about it. And you'll be able to talk a great deal. Okay? So who's talking? The ease by which you talk, it is love talking. Got it? It is love that speaks through a form.
Okay, and if someone's yelling and upset, and it's fear that's talking?
What is happening is that's the fear talking, but there's a desperate need for love. You see, okay, a child is stomping his feet, it's yelling. You don't say the child is yelling, because then we take it as a negative, shut up. You see, the next one would be shut up. But the point is that the child is yelling because somehow or other he's not getting what he wants, which is attention, right? Attention is love, okay? So therefore it's attention that is talking, all right? So always be aware that we personalize everything. Well, Burt is talking, or this is talking. You see, in first moment, this is what we say, but in truth, we've got to go back and see the nucleus by which that is happening. We go back to the source. Every time you go back to the source, which is the now, okay, you have activated your own heart. You have moved deeper into the very source and essence of you. You see? So never stick with the surface and an appearance. But what you're watching is not the surface. What you're watching is what is prompting that surface to express. And what is creating that to express is the now. Because without now there is no life. There is no breathing, there is no seeing, there is no hearing, there is no experiencing. You see? So when you begin to see that, you also begin to see that what you're doubting is always yourself. Never what you're hearing, never what is taking place. And so you're taking back, and then you ask yourself, how do I prefer to feel now? And then you always go back, because how you feel, how you prefer to feel, that very preference itself is the love in you. Okay, so are there any questions?
I feel when you were talking there, and the reason I put my hand up was I feel totally like I'm one with you, like all the words don't mean nothing, just the feeling I'm getting that I'm part of Burt. I'm right there.
Oh, that's beautiful, Larry.
Right there.
Yeah.
And that's why I put my hand up, that I felt like I'm right there.
Yeah. And this is the whole point. You see? When we are in a group of people, we become self-conscious. Usually. Not often. Usually often, yeah. This self-consciousness is a separation, right? You're thinking yourself being separate. But the moment you allow yourself to become the group, because you see the group, but can you see yourself? The reason a person acts self-conscious, the reason a person acts afraid, because they have a self-image of fear. You doubt because you have an image of doubt in you. You have a doubt in you of how you look to others. But how you look, you cannot see. I don't see myself, you know. I can't see myself. So therefore, when you realize that you are whatever you are conscious of, and when you become aware of what you're conscious of, you become that. You see? So what Larry said is very beautiful. It touches me when somebody says that, because I know that they are good listeners. And there is nothing higher than listening. You can read the best, it's listening from to the point where you forget yourself. You're not going back, is he right, is he wrong, does this go with my belief? Nothing.
Empathy.
And there's a total empathy. Total. You see? And you become one with what is happening. And then you begin to live it. Live it in you. You see? And that's how changes happen within us. They happen because we can listen. So there is speaking taking place, there is listening taking place. But there's no one doing anything. Because the listening and the speaking are one. Khalil Gibran said, it takes two to utter truth. One to say it and one to hear it. But they're both one. You see, there's no separation between the two. And that's the oneness. Because listening always brings you back to oneness. Because listening takes you out of the surface life into the totality of you, into the wholeness of you. So are there yeah. You.
I remember many years ago, Burt, when you stopped reading from paper.
Oh yeah, right. Well, it started that way, yeah.
And you just let it flow.
Right.
And that's why doubt came up for me, because I'm just sort of going through some sort of self-doubts. So I guess what you do is you just express.
Express. And if you're expressing through fear, that's okay too, but get in touch with it. I'm expressing through fear because that's what I believe. That's what I have not forgiven about myself. See how beautiful that is? There's nothing to learn except now. Watch yourself now, and that will teach you more than anything else can teach you. Nobody can teach you that. Only you can teach that to yourself. So thank you, what you just said. Always listen to you. That if right now what you're saying is negative in the sense that there's something wrong with it, you see, it means that you are feeling something wrong in you. And therefore what you need to do is, it's okay, never feel guilty for that. Because if you catch yourself being negative, that's beautiful. You see, I caught myself, thinking this negative thought. Wow, you see, I become aware, and that's forgiveness. Forgiveness is to see that all you wanted was something good, but somehow you didn't get what you wanted. Somehow it didn't pan out the way you wanted it, so it became a negative. And the more you want things to be different, the more things bother you, the more negative you become, the more controlling you become, because you want it your own way. Because again, the separation. But when you become aware of it, you're expanding automatically in the now. See? That's what expansion is.
Somebody says to you, Burt, I forgive you, but I can't forget.
It means they don't forgive.
Of course, play on words, isn't it?
Play on words.
Because I was talking to someone a while ago, and I said, Good Friday 2 years ago, I was talking to somebody, and I said, do you forgive me for all these screw-ups I did before? And she said, I forgive you, but I can't forget. And I said, and then she started reciting all these things. And I went, okay. So you haven't really forgotten, and you really haven't forgiven. I can forgive you, but I can't forget. And I said, well, it's just a play on words.
Just a play on words.
That's what cool, thanks.
Forgiveness is seeing that there's
Yeah.
nothing to forgive.
Go.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
A child forgives so readily.
Yeah.
You know, the cat forgives so
That's all.
I should ex-wives don't.
yeah.
I can make it up.
No, just jesting. I'm just jesting.
Yeah, but it still comes out as a...
No, I'm only kidding. It's not.
Yeah, but I don't know you and I don't know that. Just expressing.
Yeah, expressing.
All women are not. It shouldn't be put in that category.
It depends
I
on
don't
the
think.
ex-wife
Oh
and the
my-
ex-husband.
What's that?
So it depends on the ex-wife.
Yeah. Yeah. No, nobody can be put really in that category. Of course, there are tendencies, but yeah.